Greetings everyone, and welcome to another session of Organic Chemistry Revision. In the previous video we handled KCSE 2021, and in this video we are going to go through KCSE 2020, and in this time the organic chemistry was featured in paper 2 and number 1. So let's go straight to the question. Crude oil is a mixture of hydrocarbons which are separated by fractional distillation. One of the compounds obtained contained an alkane A with 11 carbon atoms. Part A, write the molecular formula of A. Right away, you know it's an alkane, and the homologous series alkane is given by H2N plus 2, where N is 11 carbon atoms, so the molecular formula becomes C11H22 plus 2, 24. So this is the molecular formula of A because it's an alkane, and this is the homologous series general formula. But B, pentane can be obtained from compound A as shown. So we have compound A, which is said C11H24, undergoes a reaction to form pentane. Pentane is 5 carbons, so C5H12 because it's alkane, the same homologous series, so plus B. Now, this process, if you can remember, alkanes usually undergo very few reactions. One of the reactions is cracking, and cracking is a process where you can break a long chain alkane into shorter chain alkane plus an alkene. So B is an alkene, and the number of carbon atoms will be the difference between the starting alkane and the alkane that is formed. So in this case, you have 6 carbon atoms alkene. So in this case here, B will be C6. Because it's an alkene, the homologous series alkene is CnH2n. So H will be 12. Let's go to the question. Give the name of this conversion process. So we have just said here it's cracking. There are 2 types of cracking. We have thermal cracking and have catalytic cracking. So this one is thermal, and you can have catalytic. Part 2, state the condition used in this process. The condition used in this process will be either a catalyst, we have said, and catalyst usually used is aluminum oxide or silica, or sometimes zeolite. The second condition is high temperature, or you can just say heat, and the degrees is 400 degrees Celsius to 700 degrees Celsius, the range. Another condition usually is high pressure, and in this case the recommended pressure is 700 atmospheres. Part 3, name the compound B. Compound B we have already seen is an alkene with 6 carbon, and so this is hexene. Or if you want, you can just draw the structure, but it's not necessary, or you can just write hex 1 here. You can even write hex 2 here. It's just the isomer of hexene. Let's go to the next part. Part C, draw and name 2 isomers of pentane. Draw and name 2 isomers of pentane. Pentane is 5 carbons and 12 hydrogens. The first one is a straight chain pentane, so it's just 5 carbons straight, and then you just have to fill in the hydrogens. So this is just pentane. Isomer. So the number of the isomers depends on the length of the parent chain. So because you have 5 carbons, for you to get the next isomer, you just have to shorten the length and introduce a branch. So definitely this will have fewer carbons, 4 and a branch. So then you just have to fill the hydrogens. Remember, carbon should have a maximum of 4 bonds around it. So numbering from the end that gives the branch the smallest number possible. So that is the rules of numbering and naming. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So at position number 2, we have a branch called methyl group. It has 1 carbon, and the longest continuous carbon chain has 4 carbons, so it's a butane. So the name became 2-methyl butane. Well, so we have another isomer. You can continue to shorten this length. So if you want to write another isomer, you can just have 3 carbons instead of 4, and introduce 2 branches at carbon number 2, CH3, CH3, and CH3, CH3. So naming and numbering 1, 2, 3. At position number 2, we have 2 groups. So this one, the name becomes 2,2-dimethyl. The parent chain is 3, so it's propane, dimethyl propane. So we have 3 isomers. They only needed 2, so this is just for your information. Part D. Incomplete combustion of pentane may result in air pollution. Write an equation to illustrate this combustion. Again, alkanes undergo very few reactions. One of the reactions we saw earlier is cracking, where you break down long chain alkanes to short alkanes and alkene. Another reaction is combustion, where you burn the alkane in the presence of oxygen to form carbon monoxide if we have enough oxygen. If you don't have enough oxygen, we can form carbon monoxide, which is poisonous, or you can form carbon in the form of soot. So because they say incomplete combustion, it results in air pollution. In this case, we are given 5 carbons, C5, H12 plus oxygen, the combustion reaction, to form carbon monoxide, incomplete combustion, plus a water molecule. So you just have to balance the coefficients: 12 before water, 10 before carbon monoxide, and 11 before oxygen, and 2 before the pentane. Another incomplete combustion will give rise to, instead of carbon monoxide, will be soot, that is carbon. So you can write C5H12 in the presence of oxygen to form soot, that is carbon, plus water molecule. If you just balance, you can hear it's 6, coefficient 6, 5, here 3. So these two products can be obtained whenever you burn any alkane in limited supply of oxygen or in complete combustion. Part E, the main component in natural gas is methane. Describe how methane in natural gas is formed. So methane can be formed naturally as a result of decomposition or breakdown or decay of organic matter. So it's decomposition or breakdown or decay of organic matter, usually in the absence of oxygen. The last part, in the laboratory, methane can be prepared from salts of alkanoic acids. Describe how methane is prepared from sodium ethanoate. Alkanoic acids is carboxylic acid. Sodium ethanoate, this is an ester salt of carboxylic acid plus sodium hydroxide. So because it's a descriptive question, you have to explain. You heat the mixture of sodium ethanoate, and sodium hydroxide. After you heat, definitely you will form the methane. It's a gas. You need to collect the gas over water or upward delivery. So just collect the gas over water. Well, that is it for KCSE 2020 Organic Chemistry. Again, kindly let me know in the comment section which areas in this paper that you need more focus on, and subscribe so that you can get more videos that are going to be released. Thank you, and thank you for your time.